Here we go again, look at this. 146 we're on now. It's not as bad as Whiston, but we're on 146. Is the blood pressure up?
It hasn't worked yet.
It still hasn't worked.
No.
My lovely nurse here, she's done the blood pressure twice, it hasn't worked. I broke the machine, or she has. So,
Thank you.
we're in, where are we? We're in Vizachley now, Aintree Hospital now, because I didn't want to go to Whiston. So I'll give you an update later on of what's going on. All right, ta-ra. So very different to Whiston Hospital. They've actually brought me into Resus here. And I didn't know what Resus was. And lovely staff, lovely nurses. And I just said to her, what's Resus? And she went, well, it's an extension of A&E, but it's where people go that are really ill. Seriously. Or they need to be monitored. One of the two. Thanks very much, love. Cheers for that. But the nurse is really nice, really, really nice. The sister's really nice. The doctor's already been in. He's seen me. My blood pressure's through the roof, apparently. And as you can see on the monitor here, I'm still 148, 147, well over beats per minute. That's why it's flashing with that noise with the alarm. How did fucking Whiston send me home? I've just caught a look at myself. Don't I look like shit? Oh my God. I actually look sick today. So now I know why I've been having an headache every day for the last 2.5 weeks. My blood pressure's through the roof. And I remember when I went to Whiston Hospital, they said to me that my blood pressure was through the roof. So obviously for the last 2 weeks it's been through the roof. So he's given me a medication now. I've took medication to bring the blood pressure down. They're going to give me a beta blocker, I think as well, he said, a beta blocker. Then they've also given me medication because of the fluid that's in my body. Said my body's retaining fluid, so my legs, he said, are swollen. I didn't notice till he actually pointed it out, that the bottom of my legs are swollen. He said, so your body's retaining fluid. And all the symptoms is all because of your heart. Apparently. My breathing is difficult. And when I said to him about trying to sleep at a night time, that I can't really sleep, because when I try and sleep, I stop breathing and I had to jump up out the bed and sit up and try and get. He said, yeah, that's exactly your heart. That's when your heart's doing what your heart is doing, that's what happens. And for 2 fucking weeks I've just put up with it. You know, what an idiot. I mean, I suppose you don't get put in resource. Well, he's told me you don't get put in here. It's not A&E. You don't get put in here unless you need absolute monitoring or you're absolutely really, really ill, is what he said. Don't be a divvy like me and mess around with your health, guys. You know, but you just take it, don't you? If an hospital says, go home, you just take it. There you go. But the staff here are fantastic up to now. Absolutely fantastic, the staff. And the positive thing is, I'm getting sorted out, ready for Thailand. I hope. Fingers crossed, I hope. See you all in a bit, guys. Hello again. So, they've just moved me out of Resus and put me in the one next to Resus. I don't even know what it's called. Traumas. Major traumas. So this is major traumas. And then the really important one is Resus. And the reason they've moved me is because there's been a shooting. And they've got 3 serious people coming in that have all been shot. who would need, and they needed my room. They had to move some of us out of the resource to put these into the resource because they've been shot. What's this city come to? What's Liverpool come to? Seriously. Well, what's the country come to? It's not just Liverpool. So I'm in a new room now. In a new room. Doors. They closed these doors here. So I can't. I said, leave the door open. She went, you can't. There's too much going on outside you. I can't leave the doors open. Well, I'm going to open the doors, aren't I? I want to see the police and whatever else is going on here. So them doors are getting opened. Anyway. They're still trying to get the water out me. I didn't even realise I got so much liquid in my body. They're still trying to get the water out my body. What I have had an update on is my left ventricle of the heart. I don't know if I'm saying that right. The left ventricle is 70% not working. And they're really scared of a blood clot. Because apparently the ventricle, the blood's supposed to go through the ventricle like this. Well, because it's not working properly, mine's going poof, poof, poof. That's how the doctor explained it anyway. And they're scared of a blood clot because of how it's going. So they've now given me, I've had 3 lots of medication of beta blocker, is it? They want to thin me blood. So they're trying to get me thin me blood thinner right now. Get the water or liquid, whatever it is, out.
Sorry. Stuff on your table.
Here's the nurse again. Thank you very much, my love.
You alright?
She leave that door open.
You just need to shut it while these are all coming in.
Oh, okay. That's right, didn't I? You heard me. I did try again. Yeah, do you want to thin me blood off? And they said they're going to electrocute me heart. Give me heart an electric shock. Because it's still running. So the stuff they've given me is to lower it down, but it's lowered it down a little bit, but not what they were hoping. But it needs to be below 100 for them to electrocute it. So they're going to still continue to try and get it down. And then electrocute, give it a lecky shock, which he said will, it's not fixing the left ventricle, but it should steady the heartbeat. So it's not running as fast as it is. And then they're going to look at what next to do. Oh, great, isn't it? Great. And to think, Western Hospital sent me home when I was in a worse state than I am today. And Western Hospital, go on, off you go home. But the service here, excuse me, I can't fault the service. The food's shit. Oh, I should have showed you the food, but the food is shit. But I can't fault any of the staff in here. Absolutely first class. Absolutely first class staff. See you all in a bit. Hello again. Well, it's now day. What day is it? Day 6. And I'm still in the hospital. I'm on day 6. I'm on the cardiac specialist ward of day 6. Things aren't good, unfortunately. Not good. So it's heart failure for the rest of my life anyway. However long that's going to be. If I've got my way, it's going to be a long one. And I'll give you a little update maybe tomorrow. So we're on day 6 now, as I say. So give you a little update tomorrow. Thanks, guys. See you soon. So day 7. This is Aintree Hospital. Well, the outside of it. That's outpatients and A&E is there. So it's day 7 and I've been discharged. So obviously I came in my car, so I'm going back to the car. I want to say a fantastic thank you to every single member of staff at Aintree Hospital. Flying that British flag high. Let's fly it higher, bigger and brighter, shall we? When I get in the car, I'm going to show you my tablets. You won't believe it. Well, guys, I want to show you the virtual hospital that they give you with this fantastic machinery. So 3 times a day, I have to do my blood pressure and things with this blood pressure kit. Then I have to do my steps with this thing. This is where your finger slots in here and you take the reading of your finger. And this is your temperature that you put to your forehead and get your temperature. And then you write all of them down 3 times a day, as I say, 8 in the morning, 1 p.m. and 5:30. You write all this down of what your blood pressure was, the 3 things on here, these 3 results. You write it down here. You put your blood oxygen in here, your body weight and your body temperature. And by the way, your body weight is because the hospital supply you with these scales. And then when you've done those, you come to your machine and you input all your figures. So now I've got to input all these things. So your blood pressure, your SpO2, your body weight, your pulse, your body temperature, and then an ECG. You see? To do the ECG, you hold it here and you hold it here. You hold this machine in between your 2 hands and it actually reads your heart and reads your ECG, and all this information then is sent direct to the doctor. And this is done 3 times a day. And then the doctor reads all this in real time sort of thing, you know? Just like how technology's moved on. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing how technology's moved on. I mean, it's a bit good. I think this virtual, what they call a virtual hospital, I think it's a bit good because they've just rang me. So I inputted everything into the machine, done all those things, inputted it into the machine. And then the nurse rang me and she went, I've got some questions to ask you about the information you just put in the report. So I need to put a report into the doctor because of the findings. So when that machine measures your heart graph, you know, where it goes on your heart, you hold either end of that machine and it sends a reading to them of your heart. Well, it's a bit abnormal. Well, I'm not surprised it's a bit abnormal, you know, because look at this. Look how much tablets I've got to take. And a lot of this is for the rest of my life now. So I'll show you some of these tablets. So this one is 1 tablet every morning and night. What's this one? 1 capsule every morning. 2 tablets at night. 1 tablet every morning and 1 at tea time. 2 tablets every morning. 1 tablet every morning. 1 tablet every morning and 1 at every lunchtime. I mean, I've counted that up like 9 tablets of a morning, 2 tablets of a lunchtime and 4 tablets of an evening. That's a lot of tablets. So, what's wrong with me? My left ventricle is fucked. It's no good, guys. And what's happening is my heart rate is racing away with itself, which is then giving me lack of oxygen and water around the body. I'm withholding water around the body. So my knees are swelling up, my ankles are swelling up, my arms are swelling up, blah, 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 blah. So the way they've explained it to me is when your heart beats, boom, 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 that beat is what pushes the blood through. Well, my heart's not beating, it's fluttering, so they said, which is so it doesn't give the beat, so it's not pumping the heart. And it's working the way the consultant guy explained it to me was, your heart's running a marathon. So imagine your heart is your heart's the treadmill, and a person's trying to run on the treadmill that has no legs. Your heart is working so hard that it's causing these problems, and you're at risk of a blood clot or you're at risk of a stroke. So hence all of this, hence why I'm on all this medication, which they've told me I will be on blood thinners for the rest of my life. I'll be on water retention tablets for the rest of my life. They're going to operate, as in they're going to stop my... Once they control this, which they hope to around 3 or 4 weeks, once they control it, they're going to stop the heart and restart it again with an electric shock. And they hope that by doing that, it will put the rhythm, when the rhythm starts to play, that it's going to put the rhythm back to normal. Fingers crossed, eh? And then after following that, they're going to go in through my arm into my heart, and on that left ventricle where it's no good, it's kaput, they can't fix it, they're going to burn away a lot of the walled tissue in the walls, and hopefully that will relieve some as well. But they've said to me for the rest of my life I'm on blood thinning tablets and water tablets. So where does that put me with Thailand? Where does that put me with Turkey? Well, I'm not going to Turkey in the next day or week. That's certainly not going to happen. Thailand, I'm still hoping August. I'm still hopeful for August. Obviously, that's going to be on the thing of the doctor, advice of the doctor. I haven't had a cigarette in 8 days. And I've got no intention of either, by the way. No intention of having a ciggy. Hospital amazing. Cannot praise Aintree Hospital enough. From the minute I walked in that door, cannot praise these people enough. Western Hospital, because what the consultant has told me is when Western discharged me incorrectly, they shouldn't have discharged me, which they admitted to, these 3 weeks has given me the heart failure, as what the doctor's saying is heart failure. These 3 weeks is where the heart has really been having to work and caused the majority of problems. It is what it is, isn't it? So we'll just have to watch this space. I can't believe I'm eating that many tablets. I can't believe how much I'm going to have to fucking pay for these tablets. Because obviously I'm not a pensioner. I've got to pay for all this medication. That's a lot of fucking tablet, that. How much is that going to cost every month? But this technology is amazing. You do all these things, load it into this computer. The doctor sees it all 3 times a day and they ring you up. And I get a virtual nurse. She actually comes to the house every 3 days. Anyway, I'll keep you updated. Hopefully you're interested, and I'll keep you updated. Drop a comment, like, even if the comment's bad, put one in. So hundreds of people, as I said, hundreds of people watching my videos, not many people liking. Look, if you don't like it, and that's why you don't like it, then give the bloody thumbs down. YouTube loves interaction, so interact. I love interaction, so interact. Take pity on me, I'm sick. Thanks, guys. Speak to you all soon. Okay? Bye-bye.